I'll also do it in the Discord and stuff.
Imagine having people come to your stream. Wow.
Wild. Couldn't be me.
Damn it, not just the dream.
No, not really.
Damn,
I
okay.
like no one watching. I like it being public but no one looking. That's the whole point.
Oh. Okay, I understand the kind of vibe this script's gonna have with their. Whoa, that was a host sound, I'm pretty sure, because it doesn't show up on the activity feed, but also it makes a sound. I don't have the actual, like,
Pop out chat. That's what we want.
Our writing is over the our writing on the Roll20 board appears over the picture
it
on
does,
the stream.
yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it just says boop.
They said, what was it?
Kaida was here.
Kind of hard to read that though. Your color's a little difficult. The DPCU.
I'm just noticing my reactive image ain't up yet.
Is it not? No, it is.
No, because
It is.
wait.
I can.
Who said that? I can't tell.
It's not to the new images I changed them to. What?
Oh,
Why?
weird. Did you not update it then? That's.
I literally clicked. Oh, you have to click the save button. That
Gotta
That
save.
usually is it, yes. Usually
Yes,
you have
that
to
would-
save things for it to.
Yes,
to function
that would
and
do
such.
it. That would do it.
Yeah. Oh, look what you want away there. You are not have to resize it. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, let's go. Transparent
Boom.
images. You'd love to see it.
Oh, was the Pokemon MOBA out today?
Today, I thought it was been out. But
Yeah, no, I saw some Nova friends talking about it.
No.
Oh damn! I didn't
poggers.
even hear about it. It's the Pokemon.
Maybe I'll turn on my Switch for the first time, and
Yonks.
since the last time a new Smash character came out.
Kazuya Mishima.
Oh, hey, your thing updated, Junior.
Yeah, it did.
Not Junior, the other one that begins with J.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
JJ. That's the
Yep. Yep. It is now. It looks like I'm talking.
Woo.
one. Hey.
That's pretty pog. Welcome, friends.
is.
We are here for the second day of the Week of One Shot Subathon. I am, of course, our host, Raven GM, the Goblin Master themselves. Woohoo! Clapping for myself. We are doing our second session 0 today. We are going to be in the session 0 of what I think I haven't really said outside of this group. This is the biggest campaign, the biggest one shot of all of them. Like in terms of like content, I'd say. Not to like say like, oh, this is going to be the best and the biggest. Like, I think all like one shot. All of these are going to be really fun to stream and to watch and play through. Hopefully. But yeah, we have 4 of our 5. Unfortunately, one of the people could not join us today due to very sudden, like, unforeseen work circumstances because capitalism. Anyway.
Ooh, capitalism.
Woohoo, capitalism. Am I right? Am I right, gamers?
Reject capitalism. Return to monkey.
But yeah, I guess just to start off, we will do some introductions. I'll go from left to right was on my stream and such. So first, JJ, introduce yourself.
Sure thing. My name is Ikigami JJ. I am a former video game NPC and aspiring protagonist. I am an EN VTuber that is a variety streamer. I stream every Fridays. My channel, I stream both on Twitch and on YouTube, and my channel names in both are Ikigami JJ, so you can catch me there. And yeah.
Thank you very much. Nice. Next up we have is Junior.
Hello. We're Junior. I do stuff on YouTube. Sometimes video games, sometimes just me crying about video games. Sometimes it's tabletop role-playing game stuff, world building, character design, just going into history of NPCs or campaigns I've run in the past, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. The channel is called Junior the Lich. I'm moving to Japan in like 3 weeks, so I don't know how much content is gonna be on it for the next little while. But you're welcome to check us out.
I mean, that's cool, but then actually you're going to Japan.
Yeah, tickets
That's pretty
bought.
dope.
I can't get
Yeah.
that $3,000 back. It's gone.
This,
It
yeah,
better be going.
yeah, I'd hope so. If you're
Where in Japan are you moving to?
I don't know.
Oh,
Wild.
that's
I
it.
won't know till I'm there, probably, maybe, hopefully.
That's scary. I mean,
Yeah, I'm riding the wave, okay?
fair
We're
enough.
just going with the flow.
Fair enough.
Hey, living the dream.
I can respect it.
Yeah, just vibing in it.
Yeah. He said the thing.
What?
He said the in it thing.
Oh, it's British for Desu.
British Vanessa.
Anyway, moving on swiftly from that to that comment. Kaida, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kaida Mamaru. I'm a VTuber from the English-speaking world. I am a digital dragon and a person who streams very inconsistently. If you catch my streams, it's like a double rainbow, because it shouldn't happen.
That's impressive, though. Like
Hey, but it makes it like catching a shiny Pokemon. It's good.
Yeah,
yeah.
except it's like one of those bad shiny Pokemons. It's just green.
Oof.
So you're saying you're a shiny Espeon?
Yeah, basically.
Fair enough. I can respect the honesty. Something I don't know. Maybe that might be a word for it. And finally, we have Pegasus.
Hey, I'm actually not a VTuber, funnily enough. I'm just a friend of Raven's. I like D&D, I like RPGs, been playing them for a while. I saw that they were doing this, I thought, hey, that looks fun, I'll do that. So here I am.
Nice. Still a very cool person, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go. Self-confidence, you'll have to see it.
You can
Imagine
find my
being a
Twitch
real
channel,
person.
I don't...
Yeah, that's just the general gist of who we are. We also, again, we have one more person, unfortunately, who will not be making it for today's stream, but she will be here for the final the proper playing through of this on Sunday. A reminder that is on Sunday at 6 p.m. BST, which is 4 hours before this stream started. But now we're going to go over, just quickly, I want to go over the subathon again, like what this is. This is a subathon. Every 5 subscribers, there a random player for the current party that is being like played through will get a random like kind of item that will help them out for their D&D journey. And then there's also a bunch of other sub goals that I will post if I want to see them. I will do the exclamation mark subathon chat, and bam, there they are. Currently, we have 7 subs who have subscribed during to this. I realize I have not got the subathon, like the sub goal thing on stream. I should probably put that on now. Because now you can see that, bam, we have... That is incorrect, I think. Because it should be that we've got 7 subs, but I guess it hasn't updated. Yeah, I guess so, because we definitely have 7 subs, but I know we have 7. Because I remember the number specifically, and for the next one we have for 10 subs, we will be doing a special VTuber D&D tier list where a bunch of VTubers can submit their designs, and I will be saying, hey, this is probably what class you'd be, and that'll be pretty pog, hopefully. And then there's also a bunch of unique sub goals that are go on before that and continue on until up to 100 even. So I don't expect to get to 100, but it's just that if we get there, that's really the last goal that is there. Sometimes with this stuff, you just have to make goals that you exactly kind of like don't like guarantee you're gonna get, but you just kind of have them there because if they happen, it's cool. But yeah,
The incentives.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go and let's actually go over this campaign, because I think I haven't really said a lot about this campaign, and particularly what the lore and stuff is happening here. Alright, so I can't really give too much off because I don't want to spoil too many things, because this for all of the campaigns, this is the most one that's like kind of like lore driven and exploration driven, which is why I definitely wanted to get a bunch of people who are more familiar with D&D to like not like new. I just want to like, I guess like in this case, like have a bunch of players who are willing to be very good with character moments with that lore. I'm not saying that like the newer players won't be able to do that. I just want to I guess, be a bit more sure of it and that stuff. Especially also since this is the level 5 campaign. All of our players here will be at level 5 during the campaign, during this one shot. Alright, so far off from any trade routes in the middle of the ocean lies a small island named Isstic. While many know its approximate location, nobody has claimed to set a foot on it in decades. Deadly currents, sharp cliffs, and a constantly brewing storm make the island practically inaccessible for ships. Normally, the name of the island would have been long forgotten by history. However, most scholars know that Isstic was once a home to the great trading empire under King Corn the Cunning. The empire started to regulate and tax the spice trade from the west and the raw materials from the east. Through this, Isstic grows quickly to great wealth and considerable power without producing many goods of their own. Then, around 300 years ago, every mention of the great empire of Isstic and its royal family simply vanished from the records of time. Yet, the island is still out there in the Great Sea, as if waiting for a new conqueror to arrive. Alright.
Interesting.
Ooh,
That is your basic premise you guys have for that.
that is tick.
Yep. You will be ending up shipwrecked on this island, on the island of Isstic here.
So, question: did we go actively seeking out this island, or was it more of an accidental thing?
It is an accidental thing. There is great storm surrounding the sea surrounding Isstic, and you assumably your ship got pulled into one of those.
We got
What was
lost.
the king's name?
Where we weren't trying to
Corn.
come here then.
Corn.
Corn.
Spelled CHORN.
Ah,
No, so this isn't blood for the blood god.
Yeah, I was about to say.
it's totally
Blood for
different.
the blood god.
We are not a corn cove.
Still for the stealth rounds. I mean, we might get there.
We might. I mean, it just depends on how murder we all
Yeah.
want to be.
See,
You'll
this
learn-
is spelt with a C, so it is actually milk for the cornflakes.
In a sense,
Corn,
yeah.
the cornflakes.
But
I like
yeah,
it.
that is your basic premise, you guys, and there's going to be a lot you're going to be discovering about the island of Isstic, and as well as what happened to King Corn the Cunning. It's a lot of cuss sounds.
Like cunning?
Yeah.
Cunning.
Cannot wait.
Cunning, like smart.
This is a Mortal Kombat spinoff. I like it. Everything's spelled with a CH instead of a K, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Although cunning is not CH, it is just spelled
Darn
correctly.
it. It's all
I'm
falling
gonna-
apart.
I can't
Nah,
believe
it's Chon the Chunning.
Sure, the chunning.
Amazing.
Chin Chon the Chunning.
Give it.
No, Chunning sounds like a good time.
Alright, characters. Does anyone have some characters they want to go over there? And we can make them on thing. I will also now share my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing so you don't have to watch it on the stream.
Oh, that's convenient.
I have a. I don't know how this works, but I was just gonna make mine in D&D Beyond. I have a add-on that lets it sync with Roll20. I don't know how that works.
I think I'd rather just.
I know it works for rolling dice and everything.
If it's alright, I'd just rather do it through the thing so the stream and like what it's what I'm familiar with, and B it's well, not that I'm not familiar with D&D Beyond. I just think it's just better for reviewing and stuff. If that's alright.
Oui.
Okay. Who wants to make their character first? Like we'll just go through it on stream, and then we'll go through the basics, and like which will pretty much just be we'll do name, race, class, things like that. I'll do your HP, your stat rolls, your HP rolls, your skill proficiencies, and I'll let you do the rest on your own. And we can just kind of check over what everyone's done at the end. So yeah, does anyone want to go first with making their character?
I mean,
I'd-
sure.
Does anyone have a solid idea of what they want to go for? Is
I have
everyone
like
just
4 solid ideas,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
need my stats.
I have
That
the
makes
exact
sense.
opposite of a solid
we
idea.
we could do if you want. Then we could do your rolls then, Junior.
I would rolls, dice,
Yeah.
stats. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
here's
what
the
we
thing that I know in the chat Ray gave me in one of the other channels. Apparently, copy and paste this into Roll20 will roll all 6 of your stats for you, and like you can reset
Yeah,
them
they,
there.
they have commands for that.
Yo, that's poggers.
So if you just do that, well, first off, thanks Ray. So if you just do that, then bam, you get your stat rolls.
Fingers crossed.
You
Ooh,
14.
I don't know if that's good.
You got a 14, a 12, 2 10s, an 11, and a 13. Alright, so
Be one moment. My dog needs to be put out.
that's fair. That's okay. What character do you think you want to go with that for them? And you can assign these anywhere.
Yeah. I think I can make my original plan work
That's good.
with those stats.
You like to hear that?
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the math checks out. I'm famously bad at that. I have a degree in not math.
That's what it's specifically called, yeah. Yeah.
No, it is a degree that specifically says I, as a person, do not need to do math. It's very good.
Fair enough.
It was worth like the 30 grand I spent getting it.
Oh.
So I'm hoping to play a hobgoblin
Ooh.
Oh,
named Hayden, which is HAYD''N.
Fair enough.
Aiden the Hobgoblin.
Who will have 4 levels in fighter
Okay.
and 1 level in bard.
4-level fighter.
I did not see that coming. That wasn't what I expected you to say.
Yeah.
No,
I will give you and your. Wait, hold on. If I do this, then I on the D&D Beyond and not D&D Beyond on this, I just do 4 level and then 1 level in bard here. Yeah. And where it says multi-class.
I think you put the total level up top,
Okay, I'll put
and
the
then
total.
you can, and then you can like split it off. Maybe I don't know.
I don't
It's
know,
been
I've
a
never
while.
tried the multi-classing functionality on this
Yeah.
before.
I have no idea. I just listen. I've gotten so lazy. I either write everything out by hand or I use exclusively D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Alright, well we have
Everything's a point and click adventure, or I do it by
Okay.
hand.
Do you know what subclass of fighter you're wishing to be?
Yes, Battle Master.
Battlemaster.
Hmm.
Alright. Where do you want to assign your stats?
14 will go into. That's what I got right. 14. The 14's
Yes.
gonna go into charisma.
Okay.
The 13 will go into strength.
Strength.
The 12 will go into con. The 11 will go into int, and the other 2 can go where the other 2 go, which I guess are dex and whiz.
Okay, as a hobgoblin, you get a +2 to con and a +1 to intelligence.
That's right. This will bump both of those up real nice and pretty.
Yep, that's what I like to see.
And for my 4th level ability increase, I'm gonna pump 2 more into charisma.
Oh yeah, so you're taking that instead of a feat. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go to. What is the words? How do I? I need to check. Okay? When you reclass, do you get your additional skill proficiencies like for that new class?
Yeah,
Okay,
I believe
then
so.
I will get both the bard. Well, you get 3 for bard. So, what 3 do you want for bard?
You know what? I'm
I
not
would
actually
like-
sure that's how it works. Let me just.
Okay.
I'm
well,
gonna
Well,
Google this real quick.
I know I get 2 for fighter.
Yeah, you get 2 from acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception,
You-
and survival.
I'd like
You
to take
don't get
intimidation.
the extra skill proficiencies when you multi-class.
Okay.
No? Okay. Good.
No, you get when you multi-class into bard, you get you get light armor, 1 skill of your choice, and 1 musical instrument of your choice.
Okay, so you get 1 skill proficiency then, of your choice.
Okay.
Okay, I'll. What 2 do
my
you
bad.
want from? I'll just copy paste it for easier.
For fighter, I'll take intimidation.
Intimidate, scary, hobble gobble.
And, well, at least more commanding, I like to think.
Yeah, fair enough.
And survival.
Okay.
For the fighter weapon style, we want to go with
We'll do that
dueling.
in a bit. I just want to do this in order. Sorry. Just
Okay.
mentally, I can. What do you want for your just while we're doing it now? What do you want for your bard? 3rd skill.
Is the bard skill just anything?
Yeah, you get anything.
I think persuasion.
Persuasion.
Sometimes you need to
Let's do
chat.
your HP then. As a fighter, you get 1d10 plus your constitution modifier to start, so that is 12 HP to start. And how I'm going to be doing this is, since you are 3 What do you have a name for them, or
That's a work in progress.
that's fair? We'll just say Warforged then for now. Then you can just go pop in anytime you need to and change up the name if you think of it. Okay, we have a cleric. What? Oh yeah, Forge it was. You're
Forge.
level 5. You are a Warforged. Okay, give me copy paste the one I posted
I
before.
will stat roll.
Yep, and give me those stato rolls. Oh, there's some good rolls.
Ooh.
Nice.
Jealous. I haven't even seen it.
Yeah. That is a 15, 2 14s, a
Ugh.
16, a 10, and a 17.
Okay, I will put
Trade for
the
that and a half.
16 into Constitution and the 17 into Wisdom.
16 Constitution, 17 Wisdom. Very
We'll go
well.
the 15 in the Strength. The 10 can go in the Charisma, and then the 2 14s can go in the other spots.
Okay, and you get a +2 Constitution for being a Warforged, and then 1 to any other stat of your choice.
It will go to the Wisdom.
Makes sense. 2 4s you're working with, so yeah. Very, very solid.
Okay.
Let's give you
It just
third.
means I'm gonna die really quick because I have good stats.
The roll still not be on your side. You got too lucky.
Exactly.
Let's see. Let me get cleric up, and we can see what you get for your skill proficiency choices. And I just realized you have Nia as your profile picture.
I do.
Okay, you get 2 from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, and religion.
I will go with Religion and History.
Ooh, do you have a specific deity you follow?
The Forge.
The Forge.
Just the Forge.
I see. Fair enough.
The holy creator of all life, the Forge.
Okay, that works. Give me some hit point rolls. So you get for starting you have 8 plus 4, which is 12, and then give me 4 d8 rolls. Okay, 24.
24.
Very good rolls as well again.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. You're on fire
And then
today.
4 plus 16, that is to 40. You have 52 HP.
Strong.
Strong Warforged. And finally, let's just go over your base, your base equipment. I'll copy paste it into the channel, and you can just tell me what you want. So a mace or a warhammer. Do you forge?
I'll
Fire
go
warhammer.
the
Forge clerics do get proficiency with heavy armor, but not martial weapons.
Okay,
so
so
not martial.
that's fair though. So
So I will get the mace.
That's fair enough. Not a bad weapon stuff. Okay. Then you also get scale mail, leather armor, or chainmail.
Scale mail has the highest AC out of those, right?
No, chainmail does.
Yeah,
Chainmail
You are
does.
proficient
Yeah,
with it
chainmail
as well, yeah. 'Cause you,
Yes, I will take the chainmail then.
Nice.
Yeah, I think chainmail is 16 and scale mail is 14
hold
plus
on.
dex, maximum
Let
of
me
2.
check. I think I might have given Hayden chain and not chain mail. Yes, I gave you chain, which is a different
Oh, just
thing.
just a chain.
A chain, yes. I will
A
give
singular
You...
chain.
Yeah, there's your chain
Just
mail.
wrap it
now.
around yourself.
Okay, good. Now you have your proper 16 AC. Okay. Then either a light crossbow 20 volts or a simple weapon.
Go a simple weapon, and they're like a hammer or something.
Let me see. A light hammer, yes.
I'll take a light hammer.
Yeah, is that like a hammer that shoots light beams?
That'd be really cool.
Exactly.
But no, I think
That'd
it's
be
just a
pretty wild.
small hammer.
It's a hammer that can cast light.
That'd be very cool. And then either you get either a priest's pack or an explorer's pack.
Go the explorer's pack.
Fair enough. And then you get a shield and your holy symbol.
Yes.
What is your holy symbol out of curiosity? Is it the light hammer?
Yes, it is the light hammer.
Cool, then that works. I will give you your proficiencies and I will let you do the rest of what you need to do.
Yeah. Forge clerics also get bonus proficiency in heavy armor and smith's tools.
Okay.
So when you're adding
Also,
those,
for being a warforged, you get an extra skill and tool proficiency. Obviously, you get a 1 to AC, which I don't know if it's been integrated already. I think.
it does not appear to be integrated
Okay,
already.
so you have 19 AC then. Yeah, you can do that. You already probably have it part of you. Okay, just give me a skill proficiency and a tool proficiency.
Tool. Tool. For the skill, we'll go medicine.
Okay.
And is there a healer's kit?
Let me look at.
There's a healer's kit, right?
Are tools like artisans tools?
Right, yeah. Tools and kits are different, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Let me get the artisan. Okay, here's your. I'll just. Actually, I can just send it to you from 5e tools. So there's your link to all the artisans tools you can choose from. In the meantime, I'll just work through and give you your standard ones you get. I already forgot what I was doing. Okay, you got light, medium, and heavy armor because of being a forge cleric. I think this is the second forge cleric we've had because that other cleric I was talking about before was also a forge cleric.
Hey,
they were in a.
I'll go the
sick.
Tinker's tools. Tinker's
The
tools.
Tinker's tools. Okay, I'll give you proficiency in that, and I also will give you it because I imagine you get them. Okay, and then you also get proficiency with shields. Okay, and then simple weapons, and that's it for your proficiencies.
Smith's tools as
and
well.
Smith's
You get
tools.
those from Forge
Forge,
Cleric.
Okay, cool. Not item, but proficiencies. There you go. Okay, that is you for now. I'll let you do your spells.
Yay.
Okay, we do JJ or do Max want to go next?
JJ, have you got any idea what you're doing?
So I was thinking because I had a couple of ideas floating around, but we have like I'm debating on whether or not to change some of them because we have like 2 frontline fighter things going on. Like
We got some thick boys.
yeah, we
Yeah.
had some thick boys already. So I'm thinking like, because originally I was thinking something like Petrovani, the
Ooh.
sandy,
Yeah, the
those guys.
Sanvarin people.
Yeah, sand people, right? I was thinking that. I was thinking maybe combine that with like because what's it called? The artificers are allowed, right?
Artificers are allowed, yes.
Yeah, right. So I was thinking combine that with artificer, kind of being a semi melee boy, but we also have a lot of melee boys already, right?
Yeah, and
Do you have any idea what you
I'm
want to
gonna
go
be
for?
flexing with my spells and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
and we also do have a cleric as well. Remember, it's like we have.
Yeah.
a
Yeah, we
mix.
do have a cleric. We do have a full
forge cleric,
caster.
though. It's like
If you want to
They're-
go,
You are a
they're
full
like-
caster.
Yeah,
you
you
are
can-
a full caster though.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
My other idea, if no one went with cleric, was to become a Tempest domain cleric, Water Ganassi.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking
talking
about
that.
the Tempest cleric
I
as well.
did it again. My bad.
It's alright.
No,
Don't
it
worry
was-
about it whatsoever. Just
But
have
since
felt
we
like-
already have a cleric, I'm not sure
I
whether
mean,
we
you
should be
can do.
doubling up on
I
that.
don't mind if you want to be a cleric also.
Right. Here's the plan, right? We all go clerics. We just
The
Entire cleric
like-
party.
the backstory for this campaign is that we were on a crusade.
Crusade.
I was gonna go with something nice, like we are on like a religious, like whatever, right? Like this thing. So you went straight to crusade.
We were on a
Okay.
holy mission to reclaim the
Right.
Holy Land.
Oh my god.
no.
Oh god.
But
Tactician.
I do have like 4 clerics in the backlog that I've wanted to play. But like clerics in 5th edition kick so much ass. It's
They
awesome.
do kick a
Clerics-
lot of ass. That's
Clerics
the
in every
thing.
edition kick a lot of ass. Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I put those. Oh, son of a. I don't see like backgrounds on the sheet. Are we not doing backgrounds?
You can do background. You're doing backgrounds, yeah. It's just
I
Okay.
guess it's just something to
Yeah.
decide on.
that.
Excellent.
You'll get
I
your
just
background
didn't see it
benefits.
on
Don't
the
worry.
sheet.
Yeah. If you don't have a specific idea for what you want to do, I might choose after rolling my stats.
That's
Yeah,
perfectly
see,
fine,
my
'cause-
plan, like, if we ended up with like no obvious like gaps in our team comp, my plan was to just roll my stats in order and see what that spat out.
In order, oh, that's interesting. Do I do it?
That's
Yeah.
that's. I
If you
mean,
wanna, if
that
either
could.
of you
Oh,
just want to,
Dragonade
remember
does it.
that's what Junior did as well. Junior rolled his stats and then figured what he wanted to do from there.
I
So-
almost put them in order too, like a real pervert, but I moved one around.
No, I'm fine with
Like-
you just putting it in any order you want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did not.
oh boy, Arson's Blessing, my favorite.
But
What covers
anyway,
tools would be dexterity, right? Yeah, sure.
I think you just like
I don't think
pick
that's
which one when you
relevant.
make a check with them.
Yeah.
Kai, do
I
you-
think, I mean, like as funny as it would be to roll my stats in order and just see what that comes out with, I do have an idea for a sorcerer I've been wanting to play,
Ooh, go for it
sorcerer.
then.
Okay.
and
So
like
then
that
you've got kind of range
uh,
magic covered too.
yeah, that kind
I
of
mean,
like fits
you
into
could be more
the
of like
team
a-
comp we've got so
yeah, you could
far.
also be like
Yeah.
more of a glass cannon, like compared to the rest of our frontliners we have so
Oh,
far.
absolutely.
So if you
Yeah.
want to do that,
Right.
go for it.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See if because like, you only need one good stat to be a sorcerer, charisma. So
Charisma, pretty much. You
As long
want to
as
go
don't
for
get
it then?
one- As long as you don't get a
Alright.
shit stat.
ooh,
Oh
you
damn!
got
You
it,
got the
thanks.
one. You got that 18.
All
Let's
right,
go.
So, what
we
do you want
go.
to name for? You want to be a spirit, yeah?
Oh, no.
Oh, do you not? Okay.
no, I was thinking about spirits, but I think I want to be a tabaxi.
What kind of tabaxi? Because
I
we do
was
have
looking at the sub races just earlier, and I think the one I wanted to go was Felix,
the
Taba
tab-
Felix.
Yeah, the Taba Felix,
Yeah.
which is the house cat variant. So
See, I was thinking like the felines from Monster Hunter for some reason.
yeah, okay. Let me just go over this because I want to do this with the homebrew stuff so I can like introduce it more because people outside of these groups haven't actually seen these homebrew races and what their kind of things are. So the Tava Felix are a homebrew sub race for Tabaxi. They are based on house cats. They're smaller and slower, but they also gain natural dark vision, proficiency in acrobatics and stealth. They get advantage on death saving throws. They have a climbing speed equal to their movement speed, and they can 4 feet first, which is basically if they fall from great heights, they pretty much are good from falling from great heights, and they get a +2 to Dex and a +1 to Charisma. Right. So
Yeah, I was thinking about I was actually thinking which sub race to go with, because like a lot of these look pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Taba Felix.
Okay. What do you have a name for?
Just be a little dude. See, Tabaxi names are weird because they're all stuff like like a sentence almost.
Yeah, there's
My
like a
So
favorite-
phrase.
actually on that.
My favorite
But,
is Half Moon at Midnight.
I saw a campaign on YouTube. Someone was playing a Tabaxi called Flickering Serpent, which I thought was fantastic.
That is an amazing name.
Yeah, Flicker
Very
for
much.
short, which I thought was brilliant. But I'll come back to you on the name.
Cool, we'll just put Taba Felix on for now.
I've just Articia Frost in the chat. How dare you?
Cleric in Life and Cleric of Death like a competition between themselves.
And then there's the Dilf Hobgoblin off in the corner hanging out. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are
you are.
Are we allowed to take feats at 4th level instead of a stat improvement?
Yes, you are.
Sweet.
Okay,
Nice.
sorcerer. Do you have any particular type of sorcerer you wish to be?
Yeah, I'm thinking Aberrant Mind,
Ooh,
if you're allowing that.
that's fine. Yeah. Aberrant Mind is allowed.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to put your 18 into charisma.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll put up the 19 now because I know you got another +1 for being
Yeah.
Taba Felix. Okay.
I'm thinking I'd like to put the 14. I'm going to put the 9 into strength first off.
okay, 9 in strength makes sense.
I'm going to put the 14s in dexterity and constitution.
And that was it goes
And then
up to 16 for that. And constitution.
Yeah, and then a 12 in intelligence and a 10 in wisdom because they're going to be dumb. And as we all know, curiosity made friends with the cat.
Is that it? It goes? I can't remember.
I,
Okay,
Sure.
I'll give you your for now. I'll give you your ones you get for being a type of Felix, which is acrobatics and stealth.
That's
I
my
will say
favourite.
stealth is going to be pretty handy in this one for reasons that we'll get into later.
That's why I put a +2 into that, which is a +3 now.
Yeah,
I
and
can't wait
to
ruin
as a sorcerer, you get either Arcana, Deception, Insight, Intimidation, Persuasion, or Religion.
Yeah, I got 2 of these, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
2.
thinking Arcana and Deception.
That worked out well. And let's do your HP rolls. You are, of course, a sorcerer, so you get a D6.
This is going to be.
So give me 4
So this is going to be 4d6, and then because of my con being a +2 for 4 levels, it's going to be a +8. So
That is a 23.
I mean that one's going to get bumped up,
I'll
right?
up to a 3, so that is an extra 2 HP, so you get 25.
25. All right.
You have
33 hit points. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Definitely. Okay, let's give you your base equipment.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of equipment.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yours?
Light crossbow and 20 bolts are a simple weapon.
I'm thinking I'm just going to go with the crossbow.
Ooh, nice. It's fine. You get daggers later.
Oh yeah, I get 2 daggers for reasons.
Where's?
Yeah,
Light
I'm going to go.
light crossbow's after items. Like the items come after the proficiency for once. Huh. Anyway,
Yeah.
component pouch or arcane focus.
I'm thinking a component pouch.
I don't know what that does. Like, is that? Oh,
They do functionally the same thing. It just lets you ignore material components for spells. It's just for flavor, really, isn't it?
fair enough. Dungeoneer's pack or
yeah.
Explorer's pack?
Explorers, I think.
Let's give you
And
two
then-
daggers.
A dagger and also a dagger.
Yeah, got a stabby. Okay. I'll give you just your proficiencies and stuff. See if I've missed something with Tap Felix. I don't think so. You have 25 speed as your move speed. And what else?
But I'm a cat, so sometimes I can just not care.
Yeah. You can just move.
I can just schmoove.
Schmovin'.
Move on over.
Proficiencies, where sorts of proficiencies you have nothing in art for armor. You get dagger proficiency. You have proficiency with darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbows. You can take any of those, but it's nice to have them in case you might find something. You never know.
Just in case.
Yeah. Quarterstaff and light crossbow, aka the other thing you actually have for your actual attack. And I will let you go on and decide what spells you want to have.
Yeah, I'll plug in my racial traits while I'm at it and all that.
Yeah. Okay. And finally, JJ, what do you want to do?
Yeah. Let's roll the stats first.
That's
I'll
fair.
figure it
Just
out from
copy
there.
paste it in then.
Yeah. On it.
You know it, baby.
The suspense is killing me. There we go.
Oh damn. Not
Ooh.
not bad.
17, a 7, 2 16s, and a 13. It's good apart from that 1 7. But even then, it's
Then
Those are
1-7s are big rough.
I'd take
Yeah.
a 7 for those.
Yeah, for those,
Yeah.
apart from that, it's fine. So,
Yeah, one is gonna be a hella dump stat.
Yeah, you
Okay,
could just
two,
like,
two
just-
16s and a 17. That's a choice.
Yeah, you
right
got
hilarious.
there.
that's hilarious is what that is.
Intelligence is a dump stat anyway.
I
Just
mean,
go f***ing though.
okay, now I'm just like, huh. With that good of a strat spread, actually a Tempest Cleric would be really good. Because,
You can go for it.
yeah, because I need Wisdom, I need Constitution, and I need Strength to make it all
Yeah.
work.
And you
Right?
definitely got all that.
And I got all of that, right?
Do you want to?
Right, probably put. Yeah, because the 17 can bump up to yeah. So I was also thinking maybe the Artificer thing, but it's just with the Petra Vanny. But I just realized one thing because I was thinking like Battlesmith or something, which is like, oh, that's cool. Battlesmith gets you proficiency with martial weapons, except you don't get martial weapons as an Artificer.
Yeah.
So, so I'm just like, that's kind of rough in this campaign.
Yeah.
So
thanks for the
maybe not.
That's alright.
Right.
Do you have a name with what you want to do?
Sorry. So what? Sorry. What did you ask?
Name. Do you want to do you have a name idea you want to go
Name. I don't have.
with? If you
off
think
the
of
top of
something,
my head. I'll figure it
what
out.
race do you want to
I'll
go
figure
with?
it out.
Do you want to go power?
Yeah. With the source with the cleric, Tempest cleric theme wise, I just feel like I have to go Water Ganassi. Like it just makes
that works.
sense.
Then I'll just put
Right.
As
Wet
Yeah,
boy.
wetland.
Yeah, just it's get all the water theming going in one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Water Ganassi, I believe, is +1 to Wisdom and +2 to Constitution.
Yeah, pretty sure. Let me just check.
Yeah.
Okay.
90%
I'm
sure
going to
that's
have
true.
the worst stats, and that's great.
Yeah, Constitution +2 and Wisdom.
That's
Yeah.
rolling.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so where do
so-
you want to give me your stats, and then we can do that as we do that.
Yeah. So I'll put the Wisdom at a 17, which will get bumped up to an 18, and the
Nice.
Constitution will become a 16, which will also get bumped up to
18,
an
yes.
18. Yeah, 18, and then Strength will be 16. And then Int is becoming that dump stat.
It's
Honestly,
getting dumped. Not a smart
Int is
boy.
getting dumped.
Intelligence is a dumb stat anyway. That's why mine's the number that comes after 3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the 2 13s go where the 2 13s belong.
Yeah. Dex and into charisma. Okay, let me get cleric back up on this thing here. I already forgot what you get for your proficiencies. You get two from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, and religion.
Which ones did you take? The other cleric in our party? Because I'll like try to cover something different.
Let me get up our Warforged cleric. Warforged took history and religion and medicine.
Religion and medicine. Oh, yeah, because he gets a third one because of.
Yeah,
I get one from my race.
Yeah, she got one for
Yeah.
being Warforged.
Okay, so history and religion are the thing.
The two that don't have covered are insight and persuasion for this cleric specifically.
Okay, yeah, let's go with insight and persuasion. Sounds fun.
Fair enough. Okay, that works out.
I'll
give
say,
me your- Yep.
What's Junior? I've forgotten Junior's character's name, but they have persuasion, don't they?
Aiden?
Yeah,
What?
Aiden has persuasion.
Oh yeah, Hidden Hobby.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, 2 people with persuasion
That's
isn't bad
fine.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means you can be twice as persuasive.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me some HP rolls. Give me some D8 rolls. And you'll
Yeah,
get a
D8s,
+4 for
right?
them. Yep. You get a
Right.
12 base for being cleric. D8 plus your 4.
So
So give me
4d8.
4d8. You'll get a +16.
Let's go.
That is
Got to
bumps
spread.
That bumps up to a 3, so that's an extra 2. So that is 25 plus 16, which is 31, 41. You have 53 HP.
Nice.
Okay, let me get Tempest Cleric up while we're here as well, so I can see anything bonus you might get for being a Tempest Cleric. But for now, just go back up to the one which is above the Partisan schools, because that is what you get for being starting with a Cleric. Okay, also you get proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor as being a Tempest Cleric. So you can choose both you can get both a Warhammer and a chainmail if you wish.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, I'll give you those then. Chainmail and Warhammer.
And obviously shield and holy symbol being taken. I'll take light crossbow. What's my dex at right now? 13.
Your dex is 13.
Or 2 hand axes would be actually better with my character because I can throw those things, right? So 2 hand axes would be better. Martial weapon. Wait.
Did you
Well,
take
okay,
it?
I'm reading. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait, no. Oh, right. I was reading the wrong thing. So it's a light crossbow or any simple weapon.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Then simple weapon. What's a strength-based throwy simple weapon?
A strength.
Hand axe.
Yeah, you get a hand axe if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hand axe. Yeah, let's have
Okay,
that.
get your.
But I think a spear works as well.
Spear is yes, it is a piercing. No, it is very versatile as well. And can be
Yeah, a
1d8.
spear would be actually better because I think it has a longer range on its throw.
It's 2060. Hand axe is also 2060.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
about the
it?
same, but like a spear does
Yeah.
more damage.
Yeah, it can be
Yeah,
versatile.
Yeah,
And
spear.
it's also piercing instead of
Yeah.
slashing.
Yeah, slashing. So it gives me a little bit of this thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, spear it
Okay.
is.
And then priest pack or explorers pack.
We already have a bunch of explorers packs, so let's go with priest pack.
Fair enough.
Because
Here.
I don't know what hat is in the priest pack, but why not?
Let me.
We already have like 2 explorers packs in the
Let me
party.
check the equipment packs so I can see. A priest pack has a backpack, a blanket, 10 candles, a tinder box, an alms box, 2 blocks of incense, a censer, vestments, 2 days of rations, and a water skin.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
That works out, and I will give you your proficiencies now for being a good old cleric.
Yep.
You get martial and you get all weapons, and you have all weapons and for proficiencies, simple and martial.
Yep.
Because you're a good old Tempest cleric. You're a wet boy who serves the wet.
Yep. Or
Praise
girl.
be.
I could go with the girl character too.
That works, yeah. Something boy can be a gender neutral term sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Shields also you get
Yep.
for proficiency, which is nice. You love to hear it.
Yeah.
There you go. Those are your proficiencies. I won't be giving you gold, but then also there's nothing to really use gold on in this campaign. So
Yeah.
That's
it's
We
not-
can bet among ourselves.
You can if you want. I'll give you 5 gold just to do that among yourself. Then.
I know.
It's something. Okay.
Hey, you
does
never
anyone
know.
wanna go-
Oh, by the way, for the question you posted, cantrip damage is based on character level.
Nice.
Yep.
2d4.
That's why it works best with this thing. Speaking of, has
Oh, I
anyone?
did a
What do
thing.
you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we? We got some pretty spell heavy. I'm pretty sure all of them have. We all have. All
Yeah.
so far have.
Well,
spell
I was
heavy.
gonna actually first ask,
so far, right?
Are you guys going with
sorcerer.
Are you guys going with feats or are you guys gonna get a stat bump? What you guys thinking for your characters?
I mean, I've already
I
got
went with a
19
feat.
charisma. I don't really need much more of that.
I went with a heavy armor master.
Oh, I love that.
That is pretty good. Yeah.
It's a hilarious feat. Just like damage, but 3 less.
I already have 16 strength, so heavy armor master with the +1 strength ain't that great for me. Question actually, I have this thing because I'm thinking I might wanna go for what's
sorry.
it called? Sorry. What?
No, I forgot that me clicking on someone else's sheet also takes them if they're looking at it. And I was doing that to Kate this one. But no, okay, go for it. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. So because I was thinking about maybe grabbing magic initiate to get them melee damage cantrips. But I was thinking about like what spell to grab for it too.
Mm-hmm.
What's your ruling on how familiars work?
Ooh.
Ooh,
Also, yeah,
just give me what
yeah.
you
How
want.
are we had?
Energy.
Give me what you want for a familiar, and I'll just kind of look at it and see if I think it's all right for you to have as a familiar.
I mean, no. In the sense that I'm going to choose one of the pre-made choices that it gives you. I'm not going
Okay.
to go for anything weird, right? That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking more like how do you rule things like help actions from familiars and stuff like that? Because some GMs can do it.
You can
Definitely.
you can just like command them to give a help action. That's fine. But they
Yeah,
only get to do
and-
it like it's that'll be like their thing. Yeah.
Their
that's it, yeah.
action, right, on their
Yeah, yeah.
turn. Yeah.
That'll be their
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. And do they have their? Or do you go with their own initiative or just on my initiative?
Yeah. They go on your initiative just like right after you, basically.
Right. Cool.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, I might go grab that magic initiate to get that sweet because clerics don't actually get either what is it, booming blade or green flame blade. They get neither of those.
Yeah.
Base.
Big of. I love those spells though. I love any spell
Yeah, they're
where it
pretty
just
good.
enhances your weapon with magical energy. I think it's just so cool.
Right. So I'm thinking booming blade might be
Might.
thematic fit.
Yeah, your cantrips are Guidance, Light Mending, Resistance, Sacred Flame, Spare the Dying, Thaumaturgy, Toll the Dead, and Radiance as a cleric. Does Tempest give you anything extra? No, it doesn't. You get Fog, you do, although you do
Yeah, you
extra
get spells.
Yeah,
you
Fog,
get leveled spells.
Yeah, you get Fog Cloud, Thunderwave, Gust of Wind, Shatter, Cold Lightning, and Sleet Storm.
Yeah, and those you just know off that.
Yeah,
That don't count towards your
Mhm.
spells. This thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone...
Oh, and actually, with no gold in this game, how are we handling gold costs for summoning a familiar?
I'll just
I
kind of...
imagine I mean, my headcanon was that the no gold in this game was because we lost it all in the shipwreck.
Yeah,
So,
right. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like
might,
if
find, you
I'm-
might find some along the way.
right. I mean, I'm just saying, like, can we have it like familiar
I
pre-summoned?
will
or-
let you summon your familiar at the start for free, and then I think
Yeah,
from then
yeah,
on, I'll
yeah, then
get
the
your
gold cost.
Yeah, the gold cost. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. That's fair. Just want to confirm.
that's completely fine. Yeah. Does anyone want to go over the characters or anything? Pick what they've come up with so far, or are you still guys thinking about things?
in terms of like what
I guess like in terms of like spells and like anything like that, I suppose, because that's like you guys are very spell heavy. Spell heavy
Are
group
we?
so
I
far.
haven't-
We have three full casters actually. now
Yeah,
I
and
think
then we
about
also
it.
have
Yeah.
somebody who's multiclassing in a bard. It'll be fun telling Nina on whenever she comes to our session, like, yeah, literally all of them have cast or can cast spell at least.
I mean, we're really frontline tanky for a party that saw so many casters.
can't wait
Yeah.
for her to show up with a cleric
Hayden's-
who's can't wait for her to show up with someone whose entire thing is that they hate magic.
I was thinking that actually. It's just like we have a distinct like anti-magic person. That'd be really funny.
Hey, what's that one feat called? That's all about killing mages.
Oh, Mage Slayer?
Maid Slayer. Yeah.
To be fair though, you're gonna need this tankiness and this damage for some of these fights. Like I was saying this in the chat to them, like some of these I was gonna do this at level 4, but I saw some of the fights whenever I was like putting them like down. These are actually like some tough skills to work around for these enemies that we have. So yeah,
can
you're
take
now
them.
level 5.
Excellent. That's my
Let's
favourite.
see, clerics get 4 cantrips for first level, 3 second level, and 2 third levels. Sorcerers get 5 cantrips, 4 first levels, 3 second levels, and 2 third levels.
I think I get more than that for being an aberrant mind, actually.
Let me check Aberrant Mind right now then.
I get like
Is it-
+2 for each level, it's crazy.
You get-
Wait, Aberrand gives you extra spell slots?
Not spell slots, no, but I get extra spells known.
Oh yeah,
No,
like,
no,
you do,
spells
yeah,
no.
because those are, yeah, you get Arms of Adar, Dissonant Whispers, Mind Sliver, Calm Emotions, Detect Thoughts, Hungers of Adar,
Oh, yeah.
Hunger of Adar, and Sending.
Yeah, just like
just like the Tempest gets
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
like a specialized list. Okay.
Just
yeah.
like- casually doubles my spells known. It's hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff I'm doing with how sorcerers have a very interesting thing in Vasco, because like if we're doing this, I might as well just talk a bit about Vasco and how
Absolutely.
Vasco works.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
sorcerers are looked decently down upon because they in Vasco magic and religion are very tied together, and gaining and usually being able to use magic is a sign of some kind of religious connection, like with like the deities or the arch mythos, who are the children of the deities in a sense.
They're like demigods kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they're demigods, but they're born between 2 deities. It's a special thing. It's because after Igni, who's the god of fire and the forge, Igni was originally not Igni. That's their old name. Let me look up what their.
Are you dead naming your own gods?
You dead naming your
Damn it! I gave them more Irish-inspired names because I wanted to do that because it's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
let me
pretty
go
cool.
down. It'll just take me a bit to remember. Tyne is their name. Tyne went down to was originally tasked with this purifying any corruption in the world. That was their original purpose as the god, the deity of fire. They did not like that. They got very bored of it because that was a rather than being proactive and helping people, they just simply were very reactive and things were not really happening. So they eventually found their way down onto the mortal realm and helped out people and gave them the secrets of the first forge. Whenever they got back, the other deities of the pantheon of the elements did not like that, but the head of the pantheon of the elements, who is the deity of magic and the arcana, Dreocht, they just let them be fine with that. Although they didn't punish them, but they did also make the restriction that deities should not be going down onto the mortal realm. Eventually, they decided that there needs to be some kind of religious presence down in that, so they conceived the Archmythos, and there are 7 Archmythos between all of them, who are Oracle, the Archmythos of the Psychic, System, the Archmythos of Structure, Wyvern Mother, the Archmythos of Dragons, Messenger, the Archmythos of Guidance, Tsunami, the Archmythos of Climate, Freedom, the Archmythos of Potential, and Cataclysm, the Archmythos of Chaos.
Wait, there's one called Tsunami.
Tsunami, yes.
So these Archmythos are like avatars of God? What
They
are
are demi-deities of a sense who are able to go between both of them, although you wouldn't really like just see them walking around. It's rather like they kind of secretly live out on the mortal realm whenever they decide to be there.
Got it.
Although some of them
Speaking
are
of... Go ahead.
I was going to say, some of them are there for good. However, one notably is Freedom. Freedom is probably the closest there is to a evil deity in the world. He simply, he encourages people to kind of, no matter what, achieve their goals and ambitions, which can be encouraging people to do things that would be considered morally good or things that could be seen to be morally reprehensible.
I mean, I wouldn't call that necessarily evil. That sounds pretty neutral.
Yeah, in general, the religious are very neutral. Like, the religious deities are very neutral. That's why I said it's the closest to an evil one. Although Tsunami could also be up there because I've heard apart from Tsunami, all of the Archmythos are conceived between deities of the different pantheons. So there's which is the pantheon of cycles, the pantheon of elements, and the pantheon of the mind. However, Tsunami was conceived between Usei, which is the deity of water, and Gauth, who's the deity of the winds, both of the pantheon of the elements. And that did not end up too well, and she ended up with too much power which she couldn't control. Yeah, kind of. No, the good one is not like the good one. I'm not saying the Freedom is not like evil. It's simply like, well, to be fair, all of them are kind of neutral in that way. So like all of them can be typically. It's just that the more like strict religious folk see Freedom as being evil necessarily, because also they can't really control. If someone decides to follow Freedom's words, then they can't necessarily control them as much, especially in the more stricter states like Magotheus.
So like these Archmythos. So can you be like a cleric of one of these whatevers?
You can, but that usually falls under like that. But there's also a bunch of deities you can follow for that. So like you can, if you wish to be, for instance, a cleric of the Arcane, you can be. There's a few choices you can have. You can be either the dedicated to Dreocht, who is the leader of the pantheon of elements, as well as being the deity of the Arcana, or you can additionally choose to be following some like Cataclysm, who's the Archmythos of Chaos.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out which like water-ish, storm-ish, because I'm trying to stick with the theme, right?
Water would be someone like Tsunami, or you could either be Yusei, or you could even be Gauth.
Which one of them is the most like? Because I'm thinking more like chaotic water storm stuff, right?
Like all those, that'd definitely be Tsunami. Tsunami is the raw power of the weather.
Yeah, see, that's what right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, but Tsunami is like the artist, so you can't be like a cleric of
You
Tsunami.
can kind of.
You can?
You would. Yeah, you can. It's just not as common compared to the main ones.
Oh, okay. Because Tsunami sounds really on brand with what I was thinking about this character.
Also in Vasco, the Tritons are descendants of Tsunami.
Interesting. because the reason I was thinking of random, because the whole this character, I've kind of used it in one shot before. That was Panda's thing, and the whole like thing that I went. And I'm not sure whether I want to go with the same personality, but if I went with the same personality I went with that time, the whole personality she had was the idea of is because I didn't pick up specific god, but the idea of like kind of like the chaotic neutralness of the ocean, right? That was like the whole big theme with her.
Yeah, it could like
Yeah,
crash.
yeah.
It can crash ships and things. Such
Yeah, it can. This thing, and it's like she doesn't pray to her god because necessarily she thinks they are morally good, but because it's like you pray to him as a way that like you would like a Greek god in the end, right? Like it's more like don't kill us on the waves. And
Yeah,
that
you
kind
can
of
see that with that would definitely work for Tsunami, because also Tsunami doesn't do that willingly. That's when her power gets too out of control. That
Right.
That's how the world goes with it. That the storms are because when she loses control of herself.
Okay. I mean, yeah,
So
that's a
she
little
is
bit
both-
different than. Yeah.
She's
But
both
sure, we can go with that.
Yeah, she's both the side of the chaotic nature of the waves,
Yeah.
but also the benefits
Yeah.
that the sea and the weather can
Okay.
bring.
But yeah, that's this thing because I went with the whole thing because this was like a different
pretty
D&D
much
thing.
like
I went
the more
yeah.
like you can pretty much pray to Tsunami for whichever you wish. If you wish to pray to her for the calmness of the weather, that you can. If you wish to pray to her for the power and the raw energy of the waves and the storms, then you
Waves,
can.
yeah. No, I think Salami is a really good fit for what I'm thinking for this character. Like,
Yeah.
truly like embody, like accepting the idea that like it's not about like they're praying to them out of some sort of like moral sense, but more out of their like belief in the power of the gods. Like the gods are fickle and whatever, right? They do what they do, but like their power is real,
Yeah, for sure.
and their effects on the world is real.
Definitely, yeah. Like I said, in this world, in Vasco, religion and magic are very intertwined, especially in some countries. In Magathias, if you are not, if you don't have any magical power, you're seen as a heathen and viewed as actually lesser in society.
Gross.
Interesting.
It is to the point where people will make pacts with magic spells to mold them to the body, and also even have their bodies taken over by them just to not be seen as lesser. It's that bad.
Oh, is that the spell rot?
That is the
whatever?
spellborn, yes. That is the spellborn.
Yeah, spellborn. Yeah. Nice.
Depending on the nature of the spell that you let the spellkin, which is the name of it, the being itself, you let into it, they can be more kind and rather they just empower you, but some of them full on just take over you and your personality.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things with the spells and magic in that world. It's something I've definitely looked forward to exploring whenever we get to the campaigns themselves.
Awesome.
Sounds cool.
I think I'm all built.
Nice.
Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, I'm just
Let me just look over
sticking
your,
my spells in.
so I can see what everything looks like then, if that's alright. Show the
Oh
stream.
wow,
off.
you have literally all the
Spells.
spells.
I've added all my spells. I've added all my features.
Nice, you got
My
good
maneuvers.
old, you've half put Vicious Mockery in. I will say though. Actually, that should just let me check. If I go to your spells, then it should be fine. Let me go.
I'll
no.
stop scrolling around in there then.
Oh yeah, I might. You haven't actually put the damage in for Vicious Mockery, but that's fine. I can just do that. Vicious Mockery, yeah. The 1d4 psychic.
It's
And...
2d4.
Oh, it's 2d4 because you're higher level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
'Cause
for
we're
correcting
pretty.
me on that. You're level 5. And then saving throw of wisdom, and I'm pretty sure no effect if the wisdom save is met, right?
That's correct.
Cool. Then that's cool. That is updated that just, and that means when you click on this, it'll actually have updated it now. And you see there, it gives you your damage, the DC and everything.
Ooh, I rolled max damage.
You did, baby.
Nice.
Oh, you're going with it.
So, is there a way to add the damage for my dueling fighting style as well? Because as long as I'm
should be,
wielding only
yeah.
one weapon, I get plus 2 damage.
You should be able to you can add it.
That'd be cool. I mean,
you can
I
add it-
it's
you
just
can
in
add
my
it
head. I
yeah,
won't
you can just
forget it.
add it. If you click on the cog beside your weapon, you would just change it to where it says +1 to a +3 then, because that is
Yeah.
taking your whatever, I think it's your strength modifier it's coming off of. So you just increase it by 2.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, is it dueling when it's a... Oh, yeah. So it's just if anything that's a one-handed, so you wouldn't add it onto your two-handed longsword.
Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure it just says as long as I'm holding a weapon in one hand and no weapon in the other, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
let me check that, actually. Two-handed weapons.
If I'm one-handing my longsword, I think that would make sense.
Weapon dueling 5e. Let me check. Dueling doesn't... no, it does not give you the bonus if you wield it with 2 hands.
Yeah, but one hand, it's fine.
Yeah, with 1 hand you'll get your bonus. So everything there, apart from the longsword two-handed, you get a... just change that +1 to a +3.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Neat.
Neatio, retio.
Now I need to find those mathematicians and figure out the mathematical difference between 1d8 + 3 or 1d10 + 1. See which one mathematically is better.
I'd imagine...
1d10 + 1.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say 1d8
Wait, no,
+ 3.
1d8 + 3.
One,
Yeah.
no, 1d8 + 3 is definitely
wasn't
better.
being
Yeah,
serious
it makes your minimum
I
rolls better,
assure you.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
My
want
brain
your
just-
flats are better.
It's
Was
definitely
not
1d8
turned on for that
+
one.
3.
Yeah, it's definitely 100%.
Yeah, because they have the same
people-
maximum, but just better. You have a better minimum.
If people are wanting to know the character or like what we're capable of doing, my character is very much just like a general. He's not really a frontline fighter so much as he's just a frontline support. All my maneuvers are either on action, so they don't consume any of my actions, or they are a bonus action I can use once I am out of Bardic Inspirations.
Ooh, you
Uh,
have the soldier background.
Yep. So I have
Ooh.
4 superiority dice. I have 3 Bardic Inspirations to hand out. I have a way to pump temporary hit points into everybody as a soldier. I have ways to pump actual health into everybody as a bard.
Nice.
And I have inspiration to dump on everyone. So the class is very much support. I have bait and switch, so if someone needs to get out of the front line, I can move them out of the front line, take their spot, buff my AC, and not trigger any attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
And I have ambush to sort of compensate for the lack of dex. And again, it's another untyped way to use my dice. He's just a boy who should always be doing 2 or 3 things in a turn, hopefully.
That's good. If you can play that, that's obviously absolutely fine. And
I am tank. That is all.
We have Tank Warforged.
Yeah.
Because so from Forge Cleric, after our first long rest, I will be able to enchant my armor with a +1, so I'll have 20 AC.
Yeah.
Let me think.
20
You will.
AC with a -3
You
on
should
all
be able to get your
non-magical
first long
attack.
rest, like, not too far in, yeah. Like, you'll do a couple things, of course, before that. I don't want to say what you'll be doing, of course, like, even, like, the nature of it, but you'll definitely be able to do. Also, you could just say, hey, I want a long rest, of course, now I'll allow you to do that.
Alright, we got shipwrecked. Long rest. Let's all
Yeah.
just sit
Honestly,
down and
if
do
you
nothing.
want to, you can. I can't stop you.
Yeah.
Catch your bearings.
Yeah, no, I
get
can
to
see
know each
that.
other.
Yeah. I can see that.
My favorite part, I'm just like trying to not bug you on like, what are your names? Give me your names.
I can't think of one. I'm terrible at
Do
names.
we want
I
to
have
just
a really
do
name
random
in my
generic
name.
You know what?
I
names?
I'll put in a really
I can give
terrible
you the
name for
family,
now.
the clan name if you want, but I don't have a third name.
Do you
He
want
only
me to
has
get
2.
Here we go.
Do you want me to pull up the random name generator for D&D?
Here we go. FantasyNameGenerators.com.
Let me know. I can do it on stream for you if you want, because then we can all see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it gives
Just
me the same
like-
thing.
There's even a Tabaxi name generator.
Yeah, there's one for us, all the
Oh, there's a
races,
name
pretty much.
generator for fucking everything.
Yeah. Okay. So, any of these you like? Fall of Water, Honey of Bees, Trail in the Woods.
Oh,
Tome
Honey of
Secrets,
Bees. That's cute.
Stripes of a Tiger. No, you're not a.
No,
you're not.
no,
You're not
no.
a Tapatigras. You're not a Tapatigras.
None of them leap out at me, I must admit.
Okay, we'll go for some more then. Unpooled card.
I kind of like Star in the Morning.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that for now.
For now, that's fine. We also have Azure Abyss, who is our water ganassi.
I just came up with like two. Like I'm like, what's blue because water, Azure, and then yeah.
Star in the morning, aka Star.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love how the
That's very
Warforged is just
pretty,
named Warforged.
It's fine. It's just a placeholder and stuff.
I'll figure out a name eventually.
Yeah, you
No, it's-
don't even need one for the end of the session. You just ideally want you have one before we play on Sunday.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any?
I'm just-
If anyone doesn't have anything else they need to do, we could just simply go over characters and then we can do I have an announcement and then we can finish off the session.
Yeah, I'm basically just plugging spells in at the moment, so go ahead.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
Okay,
That's
so,
what I
we
need
went
to
over,
do.
We went over Hayden. Do you say was that Kai that said you need to do more spells?
Yep.
Okay, so do you mind if we look over Azure Abyss, or are you still working on Azure?
I was just too busy talking,
That's
so I
fine.
don't
Then
have
we can
anything
just
written
discuss
in
some
there.
more stuff though. We can discuss more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
What other stuff do I want to talk about with Vasco? I can go over for fun. I can go over some of the backgrounds that because backgrounds are instead based on where you grew up and where you currently live. Rather for Vasco rather than anything else. So there's some very interesting stuff. Actually, you know what?
That's cool.
I haven't gone over these yet, and rather than spoil the backgrounds, I want to talk about something very interesting, which is the concept of historical weapons in Vasco.
Ooh.
Remember a bit ago when I asked, hey, what's some really cool, unique weapons that I can have?
I
Sort of thing?
Do remember that I replied
Yeah,
to
that
it.
is where these have gone to. I'll put up this
I don't remember anything.
document on my stream. But you can see here there are the historical weapons. Historical weapons can only be you can not gain proficiency with these unless it is specifically stated by your background or culture, or if you are trained by someone who knows how to use it. Additionally, you cannot get this unless you're given it by your background or culture, or it'll say hey, if you get a martial weapon, for instance, you can have this as a choice for that. So let's go over these. First off is the Sword Cane, which is a 1d6 slashing martial weapon with the finesse property. It's hidden inside a cane. Only someone with knowledge of hidden weapons or someone who makes an investigation check to an opposed stealth check of yours can detect you have the weapon. If you attack someone with the weapon who doesn't know you have it, you roll with advantage. That is for the Gilrite Empire. That is their historical weapon.
I love that. I played a character in Pathfinder that was a sword cane once. It was sick.
Yeah. For Nova Seer, for the Nova Seer Alliance, there is the Battle Crook, which is a simple weapon, which is a 1d6 bludgeoning when used one-handed and can be used brought up to 1d8 with two-handed. After making an attack with this opponent after attacking an opponent with this weapon that hits, you can attempt to trip them up. If they fail a DC 12 Dex save, then they fall prone. For Emergir, it is the Bladed Boomerang, which is a simple ranged weapon with 1d8 slashing damage. It returns to you after you throw it at an opponent. However, if you roll a nat 1 while using it, it'll land at the opponent's feet, and you cannot use it until you go to a spot adjacent to where it landed and use an item interaction to pick it up.
That's hilarious.
So it is a stronger, simple ranged weapon, but it has that downside if you get a nat 1 with it. For Deep Luna, it is the Explorer's Warpick, a 1d10 piercing martial weapon which requires two-handed use, but it is reach and it is a heavy weapon. If this weapon hits an opponent who is not directly adjacent to you, so 10 feet away from you, can make an opposed athletics check to drag them towards you, and it also gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Damn, that's actually really good.
For Hyteran, that is the Arm Blade, a simple weapon with 1d6 slashing that is a finesse and is also light. If this weapon is wielded in your offhand and you're wielding another Arm Blade in your main hand, you can add your ability modifier down to the damage of the offhand attack. So you can add your strength or your dex damage to that offhand attack.
So you don't need the fighting style.
Yes, but it's only if you're wielding both of them. You have both of them in your hand. If you're wielding two arm blades and one of your if you wielding two arm blades and you wish to attack with it twice, as long as one of your attack rolls hits, you hit the attack with both of them.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
You just
For all
free
of,
advantage.
yeah. For yeah, but like if you yeah. But it's for 2 attacks essentially it's also. But they only deal 1d6 slashing, so they're kind of weaker in that way, at least in terms of damage. For Gun Ulam, it is the Land Carver. The Land Carver. 1d8 slashing martial weapon, which is 2-handed, but also can be used to deal 1d8 bludgeoning instead, depending on which side you use. As an action, you can use the Land Carver to destroy plant-based, rock-based, or ice-based difficult terrain. With Magothace, the historical weapon is the Chakram. It is a 1d6 slashing finesse light weapon. It is a simple weapon. If additionally, similar to the arm blade, if you're wielding this weapon on both your offhand and your main hand, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the offhand attack. This weapon can also be thrown for 20-60 feet to deal 1d4 slashing damage. For Alfirasi, it is the Torch Staff, which is a 2-handed martial weapon that deals 1d6 bludgeoning. As an action, you can choose to blow fire in a 15-foot cone in front of you. All enemies in this cone must make a DC 13 dex save or take 2d8 fire damage. If this save is succeeded, they take half the damage. Unless you have a special ammo that you use an action to refill the Torch Staff with, you can only use this attack once per long rest, though. So it's essentially a Dragonborn Breathe Fire, but as a weapon.
That's awesome.
Yeah. For Silk Sphere, it is the Warfan, which is a simple weapon which deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage while closed or 1d4 slashing damage while it is open. You can choose to have the fan open or closed whenever you want as a part of on your turn, but when the turn ends, you can't just change it unless it's your turn again. While open, the fan deals slashing damage and can be used to block projectiles from simple ranged weapons as a reaction. While closed, the fan deals bludgeoning damage, and if the opponent does not know it is a weapon, you gain advantage on the attack, similar to how the sword cane works. And then there are also some other cultures outside of the main countries. For instance, there is the Horizon, which is a set of wide plains that are on the east of Gilrite and reaching into Novaseer. The historical weapon of this is the Paralyzing Needle, which is a 1d4 piercing damage simple weapon, which is a narrow thin spike, which is used to rather kill someone, is used to paralyze someone. When you attack with this weapon, they must roll a DC 12 con save or be paralyzed. But also if the weapon critically hits, that con save is skipped. However, this weapon cannot kill someone. It can only make them unconscious. For the Freedom Forests, which is a set of forests which are at the northwest of Emmergir and reaching into the south of Gun Ulam, their historical weapon is Clazana's Touch. Clazana, as you remember, is the archmythos of... Not the archmythos, the deity of chaos and trickery. It is a martial weapon that deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage. It is kind of like a magically induced, like palm, like a kind of gauntlet. As an action, you can imbue your touch with the magic of Clazana, the first fairy and the deity of mischief. You can either cause your attack to deal an additional 1d6 of force damage, or touch an ally and heal them for 1d8 HP. This weapon, however, uses up the use of it, and this weapon can only be recharged by landing 3 attacks with Clazana's touch that hit. However, landing a critical hit will instantly recharge the use of that feature. And of course, also if you do a long rest, then it also regains that feature. For the Guts of the Dragon, which is a series of caverns and tunnel societies in the Spikes of the Land, the big mountains that are in the middle of Vasco. Their historical weapon is the Magnetic Gauntlets, which also again has the aspect that the Chakram and the Arm Blades have, to where if it is wielded in both hands, then you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the offhand attack. As a reaction, you can draw any simple or martial ranged weapon attack within 30 feet of you. You can make when you do this, you make a Constitution saving throw. If it is higher than the attack roll that you're drawing, then you take half damage. Otherwise, you take the full damage. the Spikes of the Land, which is the mountains themselves, rather than the people who live inside of the mountains of the Spikes of the Land. It is if you live on them, and very few people do. However, those who wish to be incredibly close to the dragons, as this is the dragon's home, live here. Their weapon is the Dragon Claw Blade, which is a martial weapon which deals 1d8 slashing damage, as well as 1d4 damage, which is dictated by the dragon type that the claw comes from. This powerful weapon is masterly crafted from the claw of a defeated dragon. This weapon is, at minimum, always a +1 weapon. However, if this weapon is used against a dragon who has not given up the Worm Mother's Oath, who's pretty much not betrayed the code of the dragons, they are resistant to the slashing damage, and they are immune to the additional damage of that dragon's type. So pretty much, it is a powerful weapon for those for using on anyone besides a dragon.
That's really cool.
And then finally, the last one I have currently planned is if you're from a thieves' town, which is a number of towns in Vasco which have been so overrun by thieves and bandits that law has pretty much been forsaken there. Their historical weapon is the multi-purpose knife, which is a 1d6 simple weapon that is finesse and light, which also simply counts as a set of thieves' tools.
I saw that the Thieves Town was a category, and I was really hoping you were going to say the Blade Boot.
But yeah, that's that. That's the historical weapons of Vasco, for what I have planned so far. I still need to finish off the history, and also, well, not the history, but the cultures of them, and that may come with additional outside other cultures that, as I realize that they need to be represented. But yeah, that is me going over that. So, in the meantime, has anyone decided that? Well, not has anyone decided, but has anyone finished rather?
I think. I know what background I want to take. I haven't put it on the thing yet.
Okay, what do you want to go for? That's fine. If you don't want to, even if you just want to say what background is and you haven't put it in for the traits you get from that, that's fine.
I mean, I know what I know what I want my backstory to be. I feel like this background fits that, but I don't know if it's exactly.
Tell me your backstory then.
Spot on.
I'm always
Alright.
to hear it.
So I'm thinking. I don't know exactly where Tab Felix live in Vasco. Is it just all over the place, or?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure they are the most common, yes, but I will give you an exact as well, just because if there's anywhere that they aren't found in. So let me check. Tab Felix. No, that's not how you spell it.
And the other question I have is...
they're pretty much everywhere that isn't too hot or too cold. So everywhere apart from Deep Luna, High Tierin, and Alfirasi.
So my other question was that I'm assuming Mind Flayers are canon to your universe.
Mind Flayers are there, yes.
Okay, yeah. So what I was thinking is that my dude is just a little guy who was an urchin hanging around on the streets, and he sort of got taken in by this Mind Flayer and experimented on and used for errands and stuff, and over time he just became acclimated to the stuff that the Mind Flayer was doing to him, and just developed these psychic powers.
Ooh.
And that's where his sorcery power comes from. And I was thinking a criminal background, because he's been used for errands and stuff, and he was an urchin. I think the proficiencies and stuff from that kind of fit with that.
Meta Magic, the second option.
Yeah, I haven't picked my second meta magic option yet.
That's fair. That was just funny to see on that. You're going for Twin Spell though. Which always good.
Yep. Definitely going for that.
Fair enough. Let me just see. I want to see what you got. Mind Sliver, Message, Mending, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, and Prestidigitation. Good old Prestidigitation.
I can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 6 more leveled spells to pick, but that's going to take me a while because there's a lot of choice on the sorcerer spell list. I only get 6 of them.
Yeah.
You gotta narrow it down a lot.
Wait, do you not get?
But yeah, that's me.
For a sorcerer, do you not just get because it says yeah, I guess so. It's spells known, so you only get
Yeah, you get a list of spells that you know.
Yeah, that makes sense because compared
to
other ones.
You can't switch them out every long rest. I think clerics and druids are the only ones that can.
Yeah,
right?
the sorcerers are a spontaneous caster like bards, so they just they have some spells that they know and they can cast them whenever they like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that then.
I'm just looking at what else I could take for my other meta magic. Because I don't get a lot of sorcery points. I only get 5. I'm not planning to take like fireball or anything, so careful
I
spell
mean,
doesn't
like,
seem
I
that
guess
good.
it's just like you want to figure out what spells you want to get, so then you can use a meta magic that works really
Yeah.
well with them.
Yeah,
So I guess like
that
you want
makes
to figure
sense.
like your role in the party is as well.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna be like debuffing it
Mhm.
mainly and like dishing out some damage where I can.
That definitely works, yeah.
But mainly, I'm just a little guy.
You do be.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Like because like obviously it's been experimented on. I was thinking like you ever seen those like Sphinx cats? They don't have any
Mhm.
hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You're gonna
You
be
a
a bald
raisin.
cat.
You're a
yeah.
raisin cat.
I'm a hairless tabaxi.
Amazing.
I'm like a little 2 foot tall hairless tabaxi guy, and I was gonna be like, hey.
I'm a big fan of this actually. I love it and hate it.
Oh, it's
Pretty
fine.
great.
He's got 19 charisma.
Yeah.
That is
boy.
just that's. I imagine that his having such a high charisma just because like he's so creepy.
He's manipulative. He's not charisma because he's like attractive. He's charismatic because he's good at being
Oh,
manipulating people.
he's just a little guy. He's not gonna hurt nobody.
Smiley face.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna hurt somebody.
I guess like honestly, if we're still doing spells and stuff, unless anyone's got like wants to show off what they got, then I might just do the announcement now. Because you know we have
I'm
to-
just
Yeah.
looking at putting in my background right now, so you can
Cool.
look at my stuff if you want.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll do that. Then we will go to our Warforged trend. I'll see what we've got here. Gotta see cure wounds and inflict wounds already. Okay, Sacred Flame, Guidance, Mending, and Word of Radiance. Identify Searing Smite, Cure Wounds, Bless, Detect Poison and Disease, Detect Magic and Inflict Wounds. Heat Metal, Magic Weapon, Continual Flame, Silence, and Hold Person. Then Protection from Energy, Elemental Weapon, and Aura of Vitality. Very nice. Good old this Warforged is gonna be scary, but you're gonna need to be scary to deal with some of the things that are here. Scary, very scary things will walk on this island. Yeah, man, I thought I might now just go over what this announcement is. If you missed what happened last time with the announcement, it was that there's some races that I have keeping hidden from the players here. There are 3
Oh.
races that have not been revealed. One of them was revealed yesterday, which was the Murias, which is a group of centipedes-like humanoids.
Interesting.
And we'll
Gross.
be going over a very lore specific one, which is the foul kind. The foul kind are a very mystical type of wolf people who have very direct ties to some important lore. And it seems here this is what they look like. They're like wolves, but they're like a deep purple and blue and stuff, colors like that. Did not give me all the ones. I swear it. No. Okay, I guess it didn't upload the. Didn't want me to upload the male versions of the design. So here's the female ones exclusively. See there.
Nice.
I'll just
Good.
upload the male one now so you can see what it looks like. I guess I just didn't select them. There they are. That's you see they're pretty similar, just a bit stockier
Oh,
and
yeah.
standard stuff. Yeah, that's what the foul kind look like. The reason they are so important is they are specifically the race that is still one of the few races that is tied to the banished elder deities. Particularly, and I'm going to butcher this name, the elder wolf, the ancient wolf deity Falchu Riarsa,
Bless you.
which is a Irish name which means ancient wolf king. Who was
That's-
originally when the reason the old deities were banished is because they are incredibly corrupt. And we're pretty much using all of mortal kind, but besides a few races such as the foul kind, to just do whatever they wish to make them more powerful. However, the 3 head deities that we know of now, which are the leaders of the current pantheons, which are Realmhe, Dreocht, and one I can't remember the name of right now because I still have not familiarized my names with the dwell. So Realmhe, Dreocht, and that is the wrong document. Good job, me. So many documents I have here for this. Sometimes you just don't click the right one. Yeah, Rimhio, Drayoct, and Aeolas, who are the only favorite remnants that have not been banished from the original deities in Vasco. See here, we'll go over what the Falcon gets for their unique stuff, because they have some very unique stuff. They get their ability score increase. They get one ability score of 2 and a different by 1, or increase 3 ability scores by 1. They mature at age 13 and can live up to be 300. However, due to their deep connections with the banished elder deities and sacrifices and religious whatevers that go along with that, they often do not reach to that age. The Falchind average around 6 to 6.5 feet tall and are medium, and their base walking speed is 30 feet. They have the trait Blessings from Banishment. Even from their banishment, the old elder deities protect the Falchind, the loyal and last connection of the old world of Vasco. They have a resistance to radiant damage as a result. I'll go over Chains Off last because it is their most notable feature, and it is very a major thing. Claws, due to their claw hands, they get a 1d4 slashing damage on arm strike. Keen intuition, they are very instinctual and they know when danger is arriving. They get a +1 to initiative rolls. Radiant Palm, as a reaction, they can redirect any radiant damage spells to within 30 feet of them to themselves. The damage will then heal them instead. This can be done after the hit is rolled, but is not before the target takes damage. And once they use this trait, they cannot use it again until they finish a short or long rest. Praise to the banished deity. They are deeply spiritual and connected to the banished deities of Vasco. You have proficiency in religion and advantage on skill checks which involve the banished deities. And now, let's get the Chains Off, which is the major aspect of the Falchind. Your worship to the elder deity Faltu Riarsa allows you to unshackle yourselves from the spiritual chains binding your people for moments. As an action, you can deep your connection to your banished elder deity and bask in his unholy light. This transformation lasts for d4 plus 2 turns. When Chains Off is active, all within 15 feet of you must make a Wisdom saving throw of 13, or take a number of d4 equal to half of your level rounded down in radiant damage. So if you're level 6, they take 3d4 of radiant damage, and so on. If you're at level 1, they just take 1. So like until you get to level 4, they take 1d4 radiant damage when you activate Chains Off. Well, during Chains Off, you gain half of your base walking speed add onto your movement. So if you have 30 walk speed, you go up to 45. If you have 40 base walking speed, you get 60 base walking speed instead. You also gain a +3 to AC. Any attacks you deal with weapons do an additional 2d4 radiant damage, and any spells that you deal damage to enemies gain advantage. You may be thinking, wow, this is insane. What on earth is this? Well, there is a downside to Chains Off. Whenever you activate, you roll the banished curse table. Whenever Chains Off ends, you suffer the consequences of that curse for the same amount of time that Chains Off lasted. So we will look at what the banished curse table brings you. If you roll a 1, you gain the curse of the wolf's hunger. Once you're chained again, a hunger overtakes your soul. The ancient wolf deity hungers, and you will prove that you'll feast for him. You must use a melee weapon attack on an enemy if you can. If you're not beside an enemy, you have to move towards them to attack them. If you're unable to attack an enemy on your turn, you take 1d6 psychic damage. If you roll a 2, you gain the curse of the wolf's madness. Once you're chained again, the madness of battle overtakes your mind. The ancient wolf deity wishes for battle, and you shall rip and tear into anyone for him. If you're going to make an attack, a random ally or enemy is randomly selected by dice roll, and you will move to attack them. If you don't attack, you take 1d6 of psychic damage. Curse of the Wolf's Recklessness. Once you're chained again, you lose all care for your preservation. You wish if your body is to be broken for the ancient wolf deity, it will happen. If you attack an enemy, you will keep swinging at them to hit until you hit them. Sounds good, yeah. Well, for every 5 attacks you miss, no matter what, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. So like that, even if if you miss like 3 in a row, then you just and then later on you miss another 2 on your next turn, that is still 1 level of exhaustion. All enemies also have advantage on hitting you with weapon attacks when you're under the curse. If you roll a 4, you gain the Curse of the Wolf's Enervation. Once you're chained again, the weight of your spiritual chains wear down on you, and he, as the ancient wolf deity, has taken your strength to recover himself. You fall prone, your base walking speed is halved, and your AC is reduced by 3. Additionally, you take 1d4 psychic damage for every 10 feet of movement you make. If you roll a 5, you gain the Curse of the Wolf's Knowledge. Once you are chained again, the immense knowledge of reality which the Elder Deities know is too much for you to handle. All spells you use have disadvantage when casting them, and if any spells are cast on you, they have advantage to hit you. And finally, 6 is the Curse of the Wolf's Rejection. Once you're chained again, the Elder Magic which you infuse yourself with will reject any aid, as the Elder Wolf deity wishes to see you stand on your own. You cannot be healed, and any magical healing within 30 feet of you damages you by the same amount it heals. So,
Damn.
that is the foul kind.
These are really cool.
Yep. The foul kind, however, are due to their connection in more religious societies, such as Emergir and especially Magnatheus, they are incredibly looked down upon because they're connected to the elder deities, who, as we mentioned before, were incredibly corrupt and ruthless. However, more accepting societies are willing to forgive them for their transgressions that were outside of their control and such.
Can't believe the furries are oppressed.
Yeah, that is the foul kind. Very interesting race. Again, here, the Murias we went over yesterday. These are the foul kind. And yeah, that's them. Now, do we have has anyone finished up their stuff and we can go over characters? Or are people too interested in learning?
I mean, I'm done everything, but I think you went over my stuff.
I think we did, yeah. That's fine. Have you finished JJ or Max?
We went over mine already, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah,
I'm-
actually.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
we
a
did.
little
we
guy.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still setting your spells, is what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I'm done making them up my background, picking a background, but like, yeah, it's just spells. I'm just like.
That's
going
cool. We can
through
still
those.
go over you then. Whereas
Sure.
Abyss.
Yeah,
quick.
so I was looking at all the watery based backgrounds, and you can say no to this one, but Shipwright lets you repair ships, and I feel like that's hella useful.
I'm going to meta you here. It is not going to be useful. It's going.
I mean, yeah, obviously, it's not going to be, but it's still fun.
That's fair. You can have it, of course. I won't stop you if you want to do it. Still, of course.
Yeah, because none of the water ones actually give you anything really all that useful for like being stranded outside of society without ship ports and like
Society.
access to ship, right?
Completely
So I'm like,
lost.
this one at least sounds fun, so I went with that one. Plus that's the whatever the proficiencies they give you are not like that bad.
Carpenter's
So.
tools. Yeah, doesn't seem bad. For sure,
Yeah, and the other two, like the history and the
Mhm.
perception, specifically perception.
Yeah. In the meantime, I will give you all some extra stuff just because A, you're level 5 and it would make sense for you to have something like this, and B, so you're not just completely helpless and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'll be giving you each a potion of lesser healing and a potion of healing as well. So you can add that to your starting items. That is
Okay.
just because assuming you're going to be, if you guys are traveling on the ship and you're level 5, you'll probably have that. I will also allow you to scavenge around your shipwreck site to see if you can potentially find anything else that may have come up. And potentially on your rolls, you may find some pretty handy things to help you survive. That is a thing that is not part of the story or the thing, but I figured it would make sense to do.
Just roll like
We're not doing
So-
that now. We'll do it during the session.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because you'll just be actually searching around the area.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Added that to the items.
Yeah, get your
I'll look up
potion
the
of
weights
lesser healing
later.
and healing. I'm also, of course, I'm assuming your water skins are full of drinkable water.
Yeah.
Imagine needing to eat or drink.
Warforged. Imagine being
Sorry,
a person though.
Yeah. Imagine having feelings.
Who needs feelings when you have the holy light of the forge?
Well, like let me think. Like what did people play during the first? I'm gonna look up what people played during the first one because I want to see what kind of how many people of things have happened. Like in terms of words, I'm not good at them. In terms of like what people played in terms of class, because that'd be a fun thing to, like, you know, a fun thing.
Did any group have more clerics than us?
No, you're the only group to have. I'm pretty sure they're the first group to have two of the same class, which is fine. I'm absolutely fine with it. I know we had a cleric before. I think we had a bard before as well.
But were they a bird fighter?
No, we have. I don't think we've had any.
That's
Apart
a good
from
question. Did they fight bards?
Apart from one person in the one yesterday, I'm pretty sure there was no one who'd multi-class before. Also, let me just get this up. We on the first one there was a thief rogue, a beastmaster ranger, college of eloquence bard, a champion fighter, and a forge cleric.
Polish clerics sure are popular.
Yeah, it's the only one that was gone over twice. Let me think of what people made yesterday. We had, you know, I could just load it up. I could just load up the game on the other one and see what people did. I just load up the game on my other tab. Yo, with advantage. Oh yeah, we had a. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, we had a Fey Wanderer. We have a Fey Wanderer Ranger, a Inquisitive Rogue, a fight. It's what is it? It's like a fighter crossed with some. It's a fighter. What did they choose? Oh no, they didn't actually, because they didn't actually get to level 3 fighter. A fighter crossed with a undead warlock. A what bard was it? Oh yeah, College of Spirits bard, and a death cleric.
Ooh, a death cleric. Nice.
I love the death cleric's concept. They are a kill dwarf who deals with spirits both of the undead kind and of the alcoholic kind. Their name is Jurgen Spiritson.
Double dipping in the spirits.
Also, now my brain has to go with what other things. So, what races have we had played tonight? We've had a Kinku, a Wood Elf, a Reborn, a Half Orc, and a Protector Asimar from that group. And then the other one, we have a Variant Human, a Minotaur, a Hill Dwarf, a Goblin, and a Spellborn.
First Hobo Gobbo, let's go.
Yep, first Hobo Gobbo.
And then I'm just a little guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've actually seen the art that the Paige is the one who's playing the Goblin, but she drew her own art for her character, and it is amazing. I'll just post it in. I don't think I actually even showed it to the.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of posting things in group too, I've put an image in there of what I imagine my characters look like.
Oh no, I see it. Yeah.
Amazing.
This is the art that This is the art of what Paige drew for her thing. I don't know. There's a way I could like this upload it, like go tap it out on Discord whenever it decides to upload. No, it upload. What do you mean upload field? I'm going to punch you in the face, Discord. If it doesn't work again, I'm just gonna bring it up. Okay, there it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gobbo.
Yeah, that's the Gobbo. This is why we made so many childbearing hip jokes during that session 0. Because she certainly do have them.
Yep.
This is Paige's first time playing D&D as well, and she got some amazing rolls for hers.
Oh yeah, I did catch a bit of the session 0 last night, and like I was surprised at how well she did.
Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure
we had some nutty rolls tonight as well, but like
we had some very good rolls tonight as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone's at least had like above average rolls for their stats.
That's true.
like for both
Mhm.
today and yesterday. I think I've known like the only time I've had a
Yeah,
bad
like-
roll was that aforementioned Forge Cleric I had before, which was a Zone who is also playing in Group 3, which is the group which has not had their Session 0 yet.
Yeah.
They'll be on Thursday, as tomorrow is the actual playing of the Group 1, which is a Night of Masks and Monsters. That'll be tomorrow
Nice.
at 11 PM BST it is starting.
Hoggers.
Yeah, so hope
Oh, girl.
you all here decide to catch that as well, because it's going to be very fun to play it.
Right, yeah. I think I'm about done apart from looking through spells, which is like something I'm gonna have to spend time doing.
That's fine. If you
And
want to
also,
do
like,
it off stream, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
I'm
thinking.
thinking doing spells off stream too.
That's okay then.
Yeah,
We can just
honestly.
look over what everyone's done then, and we can end stream. Because we've been going for nearly
Sounds
2 hours
good.
at this point, which is fair
Yeah.
enough time.
Yep.
Okay, let's start off with Azure Abyss, who's going to be, of course, JJ's character.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, it
yeah,
let's hope you don't have to do any intelligence saves. Hold
yeah,
on.
nope, dumb as bricks, but that's
Hold
okay.
on, I actually want to check.
Him,
I
oh.
think there might be someone who has an intelligence. Okay, that's a wisdom save. Actually, I think you're lucky. I don't think any of the enemies have an intelligence save as part of their
Intelligence
attacks.
saves are pretty rare,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Till
Unless
they
you're-
throw the Mind Flayer armies at you.
Yeah,
then
until
you're
they throw the
boned.
mind players at
No,
you.
no,
Then you're the
Okay.
biggest liability to the
One thing
party.
I will say
Yeah.
about this one shot is all the enemies are original. There are no enemies that are carried over from
Ooh.
other books.
That's interesting.
Oh, completely homebrewed.
Yeah,
Interesting.
entirely homebrewed story. And there's some. I really like. I read over it. I really loved the story concept and everything, which is why I chose it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
you
But
hear-
yeah, otherwise, yeah, shipwright background, Tempest, Morganasi cleric, pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
Is gonna do clericy, stormy, watery things.
Besides that 7, very good stats.
Yeah. Besides, you need one dump stat. You
That's
always need
fair,
one
yeah.
dump stat.
That works.
Right?
Yeah.
It gives you good
fair.
RP opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope you don't have to do any Arcana rolls.
Yeah. Hey, we have other people who
I'm a
can do
cleric
that in
who
this
doesn't
party.
understand the magic I'm using.
Look, it's okay. I say magic happened and it happened. I don't question it.
That's
God.
Cleric
God's
magic comes
stuff.
from religion, not from arcana.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay, we also
Right,
have,
gods and stuff.
we have Star in the Morning, who is our aberrant mind sorcerer.
Yeah,
Of
the
course,
name's
our-
probably still a work in progress.
Of course, our Taba Felix friend. -1 strength, but besides that, some very good rolls as well, including getting up to 19 in charisma.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, and you got a lot of like, nice stuff. Got your potion of healing. You also got a potion of lesser healing. I don't know if you put that down.
Yeah, they wasn't on the things. I'm just gonna pop
Oh.
that in later.
Yeah, that's fine. I can just that's okay. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks. What do you call it? Roll20 for not giving you very limited options for putting a thing. But also, as we see here,
It's
before
just
we move on-
the open gaming license stuff, I think. So
Yeah. And we actually have a name for Good Warfare. So maybe a name for now, but whatever.
I'm
Good
sorry.
old top cake experience points. Yeah, we have Archon, our Forge Cleric, Warforged Forge Cleric, who is lawful, lawful neutral.
I can't spell.
Sometimes you just gotta nut, and also the very good rolls you had.
Lawful nut.
Lawful
Yeah, and I'm a
nut.
clan crafter as my background.
Yeah, Clancraft. I don't know. I actually don't know too much about backgrounds, which is why I'm developing my own, so I know what they do. Honestly. 'Cause backgrounds are there's so many, and it's just like it's all very big stuff, and also kind of sometimes not useful. So I want to make things that actually kind of have more use.
Yeah, backgrounds tend to be pretty
Yeah.
minor.
I got-
core.
Yeah,
I got the ability to make dwarves like me.
my goal for Vasco was to make the backgrounds when I was doing them. I wanted to make them something that could at least have some kind of at least minor impact in any campaign, really.
Hmm.
Oh, makes sense.
Very, very good Warforged Cleric here. Some very good stats. Very banky, as they say. And finally, we have Hayden Drawnfang, who of course is our Hobgoblin fighter / bard. Next, just to hear why they took up the bard life. Yep,
Kind of just a natural evolution of being a general
Fair
and an
enough.
inspiring person.
fair enough. But that's completely fine. I think
Went from a soldier to lap dancer, and that's completely normal.
But yeah,
I mean,
I think in terms of like, but
which
like I would
brings
say,
a lot
like
of-
it's less that you don't have good rolls and more just everyone had amazing rolls for their stats, but you still definitely.
Yeah,
got
you
good
have
rolls.
like normal rules. You have like 2 + 1, +2, a +3. You're like what you'd get if you were to like do like something like
To be
you know,
fair,
point
that
blast.
+3 only exists because of my ability score increase.
Yeah,
Right,
for
right,
me
that's
and
what I'm-
Hobgoblin.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You have something like you would get maybe out of like someone was doing like
Those
point
would
blank.
be those would be much lower. I got a +2, 2 +1s, and 2 +0s. I think.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I like
Yeah.
these stats.
I'm definitely like I think like stats are also a kind of minor thing, really in a sense. You get what I mean. But, like they don't they definitely help, but they're not like unless you get awful, they're not like going to make or break your time. I guess.
It lets my boy do the stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
fine.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Most of the
Plus-
things I have don't care about my stats other than being multi-classed in general,
Yeah, and that allows you to do
which
that.
I was able to do
Good stuff. We love to see
because we
people.
got
I love to see people be able to play the characters they want to play. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. Well, that's everyone.
and I got
about
abilities and feats for days.
that.
This
Nice.
is great.
On Saturday, before the session, we'll be going over. I'll be going with Nada, who's not here again, for what her character is going to be, and it'll be good because she can kind of see what everyone else has done and make a decision on that front. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now that'll be us. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you on Sunday at 6 p.m. BST.
Fog.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm going to just find someone to raid now. Who do I
I'm gonna
follow?
find a bed to sleep in because it's very late.
It is indeed. I will.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Hello.
Oh,
Actually,
I wish
I'll
that was
give
me.
you all to Lilin, who is one of the people that was in our stream
It's like
yesterday.
8 o'clock. I'm fine.
Hey.
That's
That makes
pretty
sense. Yeah, he was in the first group, and he'll of course be playing tomorrow as well. He's currently playing Don't Starve Together. Okay, I'll just give you all the raids in then. Thank you again so much for everyone being here. I will see you all tomorrow at 11 p.m. BST for
I.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Okay, that's the raid clicked and stop stream.